Have you ever seen a machine tool with capabilities of hitting the 6th side of the component? Well, you're going to shortly at CW Fletcher. Alan, thank you very much for having us back at CW Fletcher in Sheffield to look at this brand new machine purchase from Leader CNC Technologies, the Shark. Why invest in yet another machine tool?
Well, it's basically to replace the SL2000, what we've got over the road. It's sort of future-proof in that. But we've got such a great relationship with the GRUPPO Parpas group. We've got this is the 3rd machine. So we've got the Parpas, the Roller XL, and this is the Shark 3000. So that relationship and the bespoke nature of the machine is why we've chose.
Now, before we start the interview, I know I was here about 3 or 4 years ago now, looking at the roller, which is an incredible machine tool to make some very complex components out of any material. Tell us a little bit about the history of CW Fletcher and the kind of components that you make.
So CW Fletchers have been in existence for 125 years. Firstly in Sheffield City Centre, we made cutlery and we were a silversmith business. Then later in the sort of 1960s, 1970s, we branched out into aerospace. Now we make defence parts, we make marine parts, we make the parts for the nuclear industry and also space exploration.
So lots of different industries you service. So how important are the capabilities of a machine tool from GRUPPO Parpas, and what were your considerations when you chose the Shark?
So materials that we use is from aluminium, titanium, stainless, pyroware, Ains 25. Well, some of them are quite difficult materials to machine, but for the high tolerances that we need to machine to, one of the biggest things is the rotary C-axis. So having that position to plus or minus 1 arc-second is a real big application what we look for. A lot of our work is ring work, so big diameters 1.4. So having a 50 micron tolerance on some of these diameters is really difficult to keep. So having that sort of high resolution encoder positioning to 1 arc-second is really paramount.
I mean, 1 arc-second of accuracy on that rotary table is incredible. Now the head, I'm looking at the head and you've got like an inverted angle on that head. Do you do any underside machining and have you got capabilities to hit the 6th side of the component?
Yeah, so this machine is a fixed bed machine with a C rotary axis, and then you've got your moving column which is a XYZ, and then onto your head you've got a B rotational, and then you can also transmit into an A axis. So that allows you to invert the head like we've got it now, so it's sort of drilling uphill, but then also move the A axis round to drill uphill but at an angle. So one of the components we were looking at, it had this application on it and this solved the problem.
So ultimately, would that save operations on such a high value component?
Yes, I think it would, because maybe you wouldn't be able to do this on the machine, so you'd have to fixture it up, maybe do it manually, which is obviously not as accurate. So having this application and solution was one of the big things we were looking for from this machine. You
mentioned fixtures. How important are the fixtures to the components that you make here?
They're really important because a lot of your general engineering is held in chucks or down to a table, so most of our work now is fixture work. It's flimsy work, it's high tolerance work, so we need to be clamping on a fixture without distorting the part. That is important because a lot of our parts, when they go to inspection, they're inspected in a free state. So you've also got to machine the part on a fixture, but make sure you don't distort it as well. And a lot of the design work for our fixtures is all in-house at CW Fletchers, and even more so, we sort of machine the fixtures in-house as well. Even if we don't, we send them out to be subcontracted, but only proof machined.
So this really emphasises the experience and the expertise here at CW Fletcher.
Yeah, so the skill level is amazing really, to design, sort of plan a job out, design the fixtures, machine them in-house, then put them on the machine, NPI them, and then put them into production is all done in-house. So there's a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience here.
So skill levels are so important, and especially, I mean, you mentioned the materials. You need to have that experience and expertise learn and have knowledge on how to cut some of these exotic materials. Can you go into a little bit more detail in regards to the challenges that you have when cutting some of the materials and the considerations in machine tools when buying a machine tools for such materials?
Yeah, so when we're looking at a machine like this to cut the materials we machine, we're looking at aluminium, jetty, titanium, stainless, Inconel, and you get to Pyroware, then Ains 25. So you're buying a machine what's got to machine all these parts. We can't just buy a machine what will just do one material. So you've got to look at all the different specs and have a bit of an all-rounder what will do all these parts. So when you're looking at your Pyroware and your Ains 25, it's really difficult to cut. It's not only difficult to cut, it's difficult to keep the tight tolerances. So that's where the encoder, the well-built machines by GRUPPO PARPAS all come into their own.
No, it makes sense. And finally, you know, the relationship with Leader CNC Technologies and GRUPPO PARPAS, how's that been like in establishing the perfect machine tool for the application?
Well, some of the other machines you look at, it's sort of you just tick a box of what you want, what application you want. With the GRUPPO PARPAS machines, they're a bit more bespoke, so asking for an application and a solution like that, 6 axes, is one of the things they cater for. That's why we've got such a good relationship with them. We've got the PARPAS across the road and the Roller XL, which have been machining production parts now for years. And also this machine has come through the pandemic. So we went in February 2020 to look at the machine, sort of commission it, have all the alignment checks in Italy. And then a week later, the world's locked down. So we had a machine what we'd sort of gone out to buy in Italy, but how did we get it to the UK? So Leader CNC managed to get the machine to the UK in June, but then how do we build it? The Italian engineers couldn't come because of lockdown, people weren't allowed to travel. So then Leader CNC come and built the machine for us, a machine which they'd never built before. And although they did some of this work remotely with the Italian engineers, it's an amazing job what they've done, and it's a fantastic testament to them.
Alan, thank you very much. Such a great story and testimonial, and it's been a pleasure to visit again. Thank you.
Thank you.